Right, so here's going to be a video on all your rpcs3 settings. Now this is for a Acer, an i5 6200, I think it's the 6200U. This has got 16 GB of RAM installed, and it's the 520 graphics card. Now this is the standard 520 graphics card, so this is how to get your games going just for your standard graphics card. You'll see different videos I've got there. Of course, there is one just of your basic settings to get you started with rpcs3, but then I am doing 3 separate ones showing you the settings for this, the i5, and this is a 4-core, so it's 4 CPUs, max frequency is 2800 megahertz. And I think the other thing was I think it's a 2.4 or 2.8 gigahertz. Can't remember now. But anyway, basically, this is the settings for the 6200U. There is going to be one there for a 4600. Same thing, i5 4-core. There's also going to be one there for an i7. So if you're looking for settings for different computers or etc., there's one there. The 4600 that works on your. And the same for these settings. If it's on your desktop or your laptop, that's not going to matter. As long as you've got the same graphics cards and everything, you're going to be about the same. So, without mucking around anymore, let's get to it. It's going to take a bit to get through these. Right, air conflicts. Initially, on the 6200U, you don't have to change anything. It actually runs pretty good. Right, aliens, colonial marines. These are the settings you want. Now the reason I'm going through these, separating them into different computer groups, I have done an rpcs3 video, you'll see there, but there'll be some computer systems where you might have a slight glitch. So it's just to make sure that you've got your separate settings, and these settings I know will work because I've been playing them myself, and that's how I work out what the settings are. Hours and hours of work involved. You're looking anywhere between 30-40 hours for a game, anywhere up to 80 hours for some, just to try and find the right tuning. But here we go. This is Aliens, Colonial Marines. Now you'll see there I haven't actually activated the graphics card on all the other games, well, apart from one other game. This graphics card here, you'll be on Vulcan, which will bring up your 520 graphics card. But on Aliens, Colonial Marines, run it on the OpenGL. OpenGL, I think on this is a 3.2 something. But anyway, it just works better for your sound quality, and there's no glitching with it like this. So just keep with your settings what I've got on here, and you're going to be fine. Bioshock 2. Of course, I'm going to go through these at a bit of a pace. It's not to make it awkward, it's just we've got a lot to get through, and you can just pause whenever you need to. Alright, so this one's Black Site, Area 51. Borderlands 2. Call of Jerez, Bound in Blood. Dark Souls 2. Demon Souls. Dirt Showdown. I've actually found most car games, because he's got so much of a frame rate happening, just using everything as standard, you're going to struggle getting most car games going. But this here will actually get it running fine. These settings, there's actually 3 or 4 different settings you can get the game running fine on. But I'll give you this one with just using the OpenGL. Seems to be less glitches. Tried all sorts of settings using graphics card. Now initially this isn't going to solve all your issues. You're going to go on there and you're still going to have some sound issues, but your gameplay is fine. Turn down your volume and you can play your game. It's just you're going to have sound issues when it crashes. If you crash your car, the sound goes out the whack. There's too much going on for it. But of course, with those settings with a high graphics card, you're going to be fine, I'd say. Right, Dragon's Dogma. Just Cause Part 2. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now if you do still have any issues, use high precision Z buffer. You got any graphical issues, but on this computer system it don't seem to you have to use it. On other computer systems you do. Right, Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. There's a couple settings to get this going on. This seems to be the best one though. Now a lot of you would have tried tuning this, and you probably would have got to a stage where you might have got it running right if you spent hours, 20 to 40 hours, maybe longer, getting it going. And you would have found that your sound was fine, and as soon as you hopped onto a certain level going down a mountain, you'd hear a wind noise. And you also get it on Batman Arkham City. The wind noise is actually caused for a helicopter flying around in Batman Arkham City. It's just because there's so much for it to deal with. So how you actually get rid of it in Batman Arkham City, and how you also get rid of it in Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, is right here. Enables 3D rendering. Of course, some of these games are actually 3D games as well, you see. So, but anyway, this is what gets rid of the sound problem. Enables 3D rendering.